What is going on, Toronto Raptor fans? It is going to be a long season, let me tell you. He came into this year with some, hope, anticipation, um, excitement about sort of a year where, it's been a while since we haven't known what is going to sort of happen with the Raptors. I mean, okay, yes, last season nobody would have predicted that they would have had all those injuries and the league's most different rosters. And a couple of years ago, even or three, four, whatever it was, the year after the championship, who would have known that we were going to go out the way that we did? So obviously everything's unpredictable. But I just mean as far as so many unknowns. We've got, the first time we're going to have this team starting together. We had obviously some glimpses at the RJ Quickley, Scottie Barnes, Grady Dick, Jakob Poeltl lineup last season, but not many. I mean, it was some crazy, again, 22 possessions or 28 possessions or something like that. That lineup was on the floor for. So we didn't know. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't know where it was going to go. We didn't know where we're going to end up. I've been having trouble trying to predict even the season of where I had them pegged. I had them sort of ninth. Thought maybe they could surprise me, do better than the Hawks, and end up eighth. Um, but after tonight's game, if we don't get some players back from injury, we could be heavily in the lottery. We could be competing against Detroit for maybe the last spot in the league. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping people are going to come back, but we lost RJ Quickley today. He did have a pretty hard fall. I don't think that was the same injury that he was out for. So hopefully this will just be something mild that he's able to recover from. But yeah, with the way the game started, it was thinking like, man, we're going to end up ahead of Cleveland in the standings. And Cleveland, I think I had them at what I got at my list right here. I think I had them at fourth. What did I say the other day? Let me see here. I had Cleveland third. I got Cleveland third. And I'm watching this first quarter of the game going, what the heck? Are we going to be fifth, sixth? Uh, you know, um, we're holding our own, no problem with these guys. But then, man, that second unit came in, quickly got injured, got out of the game, and everything sort of fell apart. And you started to see, you know, Mitchell and Garland and oh my gosh, even who the heck was coming off the bench for them? Levert. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he was perfect for most of the game. He ended up at 88% shooting. We did miss one towards the end, but man, Karis LeVert going bananas on us. Obviously, Allen Mobley too. It's always sad to see. I mean, I like Scotty to be able to hold his own against his fellow draft mates, especially with him winning Rookie of the Year. But man, Mobley, schooled him. Mobley ended up with where's his points? 25 points. Oh yeah, yeah. 9 of 14 shooting, 1 of 2 from three. Scotty, it was not a good game. So overall, was there any positivity? Not a ton. I in the preseason thought that Jakob Poeltl, was looking a little bit loosey goosey, missing some close ones around the bucket that he gets. I chopped that up to the fact that he's a big, and maybe it takes a little bit longer for the bigs to get in shape and ready for the year. I still got my fingers crossed that that is the case, but man, he was not having a great game out there. Not only was he missing the close ones, the little, his little sort of one stepper fades were freaking off the front of the rim. He was sloppy with catching passes. He was sloppy, loosey goosey, giving like on an inbound. He's causing turnovers because he's passing it to. I think it was Quickley on the one time that the defender was just too close and he was able to get it. It sort of went off his forearm, and then they gathered it. Five turnovers, I believe, is what Mr. Jakob ended up with. 2 of 6 from the floor, 33%. Not good because he should have a way higher percentage than 50. Usually, in close. He's not one of the big men that are out at the 3-point line jacking up threes. So His percentage should be higher than that. He was a minus 13 overall, and yeah, 6 points total, 5 turnovers, 4 fouls. Oh yeah. So yeah, Pirtle was brutal. And Mr. Barnes has to eat some crow here too. Again, I'm hoping he was just nervous because he looked so great in a couple of the preseason games. I know he didn't play most of them because he was injured, but 9 points, Mr. Barnes. I mean, oh boy, this can't be what we're in for. Vince was in the building. I think there was a lot of pressure. I think, it's his first game under that massive contract. Sort of handed the reins. He was trying to get the team hyped, even in the pregame. When they called out the players, and he sort of went into the middle like he's the guy. Getting everybody hyped up, and he just laid an egg. 3 of 14, 21.4% from the field. It's not going to continue. I don't think so. I mean, we're not giving a guy a contract that high for him to be shooting 21%. 0 for 2 from three. He was okay from free throws. He had 5 assists. Again, not horrible. Obviously, assists sometimes are a reflection of how well the team players that you're passing it to, drain them. But 6 rebounds. Anyway, not a great game from Barnes. Um, Baji, not great. He wasn't doing what he's been doing in the preseason. Grady Dick was missing at a high level, 38 from the floor, 33 from three. But yeah, Manuel Quickley, pretty solid, but he got injured, so hopefully he's not out. The only bright spots that I could actually point to, I mean, even Davian Mitchell cannot score. I'm not sure that Davian Mitchell is going to be the guy for us as a backup. 0 for 3 from three, 4 of 10 from the field, 40%. Not good. Shed wasn't great, but Shed had way better energy on defense. And, 42% from the floor was Shed. He attempted 3 less shots, and he actually hit one of his threes, so he was 1 of 4 from three. But yeah, Jamal Shed's energy. My man, Chris Boucher coming through 55%, 80% from three. I mean, he was 4 of 5 from three. So, and he actually was doing some passes. It's funny. I heard Darko saying that they didn't like Boucher's sort of shoot first mentality. And yes, last year that if he was getting the ball, it was stopping with him and he was going to jack it up if he was even remotely open. And tonight, he did better. Even there was a full break where I think in the past Boucher would have gone and tried to dunk it. Give a nice open look pass to Mitchell. Sorry, man. Yeah, wow, this game's putting me to sleep. But yeah, Boucher, solid. Those are maybe the only two. Oh, and then Jameson Battle. I need to wear my glasses. 2 of 4, which all of his attempts were threes. I mean, he's sort of a specialist out there, but yeah, 50% from three. So Battle, Shed, Boucher, my only 3 positives tonight. Dick was, yeah, not good enough. Yakapurto, horrible. Agbaji, not great. We got to get Olynyk back. We got to get Quickley back. We got to get RJ out there so that, some of the guys that were forced to start and play more important roles, they're just not able to do it. So, yeah, it became clear that our depth is a problem, especially with some injuries. I mean, even Bruno Fernando, he was okay, 3 of 6, but again, the way Pirtle should have the high percentages, 50% from that spot isn't great. They should be in the mid 50s to 60s, maybe even 70s with those, short range shots that they're making. Did he have any turnovers? Oh, they're only credited with 1 turnover, but yeah, not a good game overall. Raptors brutal. Let's hope it doesn't continue. Please like and subscribe. We can commiserate together for the rest of this season if the Raptors keep this up, or hopefully they turn it around. My fingers are crossed. I'm hoping this doesn't continue. They got to be able to do better than they did tonight for sure. Vince Carter having his number retired. Although I didn't see the actual ceremony. I thought that was supposed to happen tonight, but I hope it didn't have to happen in the game. I ran down here to bust up a video, so I will have to go maybe check some highlights. But yeah, we can discuss that next game because I'm not sure Vince was the first person to get it, the right person to get it, be the first to have his jersey retired. But look at that, I can't even talk. I'm so disappointed. I had fantasies of coming on here with excitement and enthusiasm and telling all the haters that the Raptors were going to prove that Masai knows what he's doing and that this combo is going to work, but they let me down. So I hope we see better things next game. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.